Everyone has a Jackie story, as you just heard from Nick. And sitting next to you, Jackie, at the anchor desk is and has been one of my great professional joys. None comes more to mind than in 2017 when we shared the desk to cover the funeral and burial of Buffalo Lieutenant Craig Lehner. I was simultaneously floored to do it, and I was terrified. You led, I followed, and when it was done, you told me sincerely that I did a great job. My knees practically buckled. I will always remember that. I asked some of our and your former co-workers about what they will always remember. Here's what they told me.
In those days, you had to be a pretty good reporter to even get to Buffalo, which was a lot higher market than it is now.
And today, Buffalo's new light rail rapid transit system is
Jacquie Walker made an early impact when she arrived at 2077 Elmwood Avenue in 1984. And few knew that better firsthand than former chief photographer Mike Mombre Jr., one of the best to ever do it. Take the Common House fire.
While most people were telling stories about fires, here's the fire, the flames are big, it started in the basement. Jacquie was the type of reporter who would, because of her compassion and intellect and skill, she would look for the human interest stories. So it inspired you to do a better job to capture the human element, and you knew that in her hands, it would turn into beautiful stories.
Those stories stretch from daily coverage to special projects.
Photographer Mike Mombre and I flew aboard the USS Carl Vinson.
I was actually nervous before we landed because I didn't know what to expect.
In 1988, Jacquie and Mombre Jr. landed on the deck of the USS Carl Vinson, a 20-story nuclear-powered aircraft carrier that held some 6,000 men in her hulls floating in the Pacific Ocean.
We had 24 hours to tell several stories. I think we did a 5 to 8-part series.
Sometimes finding that human element requires a trip out to sea, and sometimes it falls right at your feet, even when you're 1,000 miles away from home in Minneapolis in late January.
For Bills fans, a day that started with such high hopes turned into a long afternoon.
Jackie's photographer during the Bills' second trip to the Super Bowl, that was in 1992, was Tom Vetter, another former co-worker who played a foundational role in building Channel 4 to what it is today. The story ended with another Bills loss, but Jacquie knew how people back home were feeling and what they needed to hear.
That's where somebody like Jacquie comes in to her talents. She was consoling. She was able to interview players and coaches and fans. I mean, you got to remember, there's fans with tears coming down their eyes. And she's talking to them, consoling them, which is a whole talent in itself.
Everybody being in the same boat and everybody pulling together, that's what's happening in Oklahoma City right now.
Vetter says Jackie's compassion was on full display less than 4 years later in Oklahoma City. And once it was realized the bomber was originally from Pendleton in Niagara County.
Basically, pack your bags, you're leaving now. And when we got there, there truly was a darkness over the city. People were crying on every street corner. It was very sad. You could see and smell the smoldering building anywhere you were. She's got that empathy that people just know she's for real, and that she's sincere about wanting to tell their story and share their grief. So people at home go, oh my God, I can't imagine. That's Jackie's talent.
A natural leader, Jacquie knows when and how to be supportive, as generations of Channel 4 employees can attest. Some of them have remained friends, close friends, decades later.
We became fast friends because I knew immediately that, I could trust her if I, came back from a story and, not needed to kind of talk about what had gone on behind the scenes, or needed to laugh about something crazy that had happened out in the field.
Lori Short worked her way up from intern to full-time reporter starting in 1981. Now an actor living in New York City, Lori still counts Jacquie as one of her biggest fans.
All these years later, I think she's one of my greatest cheerleaders with things in my life now, you know, it hasn't changed at all.
Jackie?
Well, Rich, if you were looking for an airport full of angry, stranded travelers, you have come to the wrong place.
Jackie was always counted on in the field, but her natural fit was behind the anchor desk. Before he was named senior correspondent, Rich Newberg anchored the 5 and 11 o'clock newscast with Jackie from 1995 through 99.
Jackie sets the bar very high for herself. Always delivers, always does her homework, never disappoints the audience. She earned the trust of Western New York the old-fashioned way.
Another common thread of the times, people staying in their jobs. That meant employees grew together, professionally and personally.
I have often said about Jackie that she is the golden thread woven into the fabric of a truly great newsroom in a station that has just a wonderful history, the rock of journalism, and we learned over the years how to tell stories in an interesting way. We grew together, we respected each other.
Jackie has anchored with many people over the years, yours truly included, but none for as long as Don Postal's.
People call us the Fred Astaire, the Ginger Rogers of local TV news. We've been doing this dance for a long time, over 24 years. You know what it's like when you're on the air with someone and you've worked with them day in and day out. You get to know each other's breathing patterns. You know when they're going to start speaking, if they're going to read your line or you're going to read their line, you dance.
Don and Jackie,
Don and Jackie, two names time drew together to be synonymously one, a team with staying power, longevity, and dominance.
She's an excellent writer. She's a tremendous journalist. Both of us were trying to maintain the highest journalistic standards around here for years. We were so excited when we became #1, and we cherished that. We appreciated it. We didn't take anything for granted.
That was the case in 2009 when tragedy struck again in Western New York, this time in the town of Clarence.
Has crashed tonight into a home on Long Street in Clarence Center.
5 minutes to 11, we thought a small plane went down in Clarence. It turned out to be the crash of Flight 3407. We were on the air from 11 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. No breaks, just covering that tragedy. And it was around 3 o'clock in the morning where the manifest came into us and we started seeing the names of the people on the flight, people we knew in our community.
The crash of Flight 3407 was just one in the decades of stories that shaped our community to be what it is today.
We love being involved in this community because the people have been so good to us year after year. We've seen each other's families. Our children have grown up together at the same time. We've watched them graduate, go off to college. Now we're both grandparents. We know each other, we know each other's families, and we both have cherished our families. And we've cherished our opportunities to work here at this station.